Hi there guys, my name's John from ActiveJR.com, and in this video I'm going to be talking about fitness trackers and fitness watches and how best to choose one from all the various different options that are available. Before we get started, I just want to remind you in the description below there is links to all the products that I'm going to mention, and throughout the video if I mention a product there will be a flash up on the screen that will remind you where the link is. So if you check those out it will take you to retailers with up-to-date pricing. Also, please subscribe to my channel because that's really appreciated, and also throughout this video if you like it, please like it using the thumbs up below, and also if you've got a comment or you've got a recommendation yourself, also please leave that in the comments. And finally, please check out my other social platforms. If you search on Facebook or Instagram for ActiveJR Official or visit ActiveJR.com, you'll find other fitness information and also fitness reviews. So thanks very much, let's get into the video. So when you first go out and look to buy your fitness watch or fitness tracker, you need to decide what you want to use it for. So you've got a number of different options. You can either just use it for very basic stuff like tracking steps, calories burned, or just general activity. Or if you want something a bit more advanced to track running, cycling, swimming, then you need to separate out and decide which one's the right one for you. So if you're looking to just check steps taken and general activity, then the VivoFit from Garmin or the Alta from Fitbit is probably a good choice. If you're looking to track a little bit more than that and maybe have a few more metrics, then you want to be looking at a device that tracks running and also cycling. Now as you move on you might need to, something to track swimming, so you need it to be waterproof. So you need to decide what you're going to be using it for before you even start to look for a device. Okay, so the next thing you need to consider is the design of the device. So you're looking for something that's more of a band that goes around your wrist that is quite minimalistic, or you're looking for a traditional watch. If you're looking for a band that goes around your wrist, a lot of the Fitbit designs will match that. But if you're wanting something that's more of a watch design, the Fitbit Blaze is more of a watch design, or something like the Garmin Fenix 5, or even something like the Garmin VivoActive. All the designs, it's all down to personal preference. What I suggest you do is look online at the various retailers, or even go into a store and check out the watch that matches your style for whatever you're trying to achieve. The next big consideration is if you need it to be waterproof. Now a lot of the fitness trackers claim they are water resistant or splash proof. Now you do need to be careful and get the right watch that is compatible with what you're going to be doing. So if you are going to be doing swimming activities, you need to make sure it's waterproof, and a lot of the devices will tell you and what it's waterproof to. So in particular the Garmin Fenix 5 is waterproof to 100 meters, and so is the Apple Watch 2. That is also waterproof to about 100 meters. So they'll be okay for swimming activities, and they've also got individual tracking activities for swimming. But in particular the Fitbit Alta HR, it's splash proof, so it's okay to use for washing pots or doing something like that. But if you do jump into the pool with it, you will likely break it. So that's another consideration to check out how waterproof you want your device to be. So the next thing to consider is heart rate tracking technology. Now a lot of the fitness trackers and fitness watches have wrist-based heart rate monitoring technology built in. Now a number of people, including myself, all believe that this is a new technology, that it's not quite there yet. And the reason why I don't believe it's quite there yet is because when I've been doing activities that involve the wrist, such as cycling or strength training or anything such as press-ups, the heart rate output on the device doesn't seem to match an external heart rate monitor, and your data won't be as accurate as you want it to be. I would always recommend using an external heart rate monitor that goes around the chest, and you need to check out if the device that you're going to buy supports external heart rate monitor connections. So devices such as the Apple Watch 2 that connects external heart rate monitors via Bluetooth, and the Garmin Fenix 5 connects by Bluetooth and Ant+. So that's something else to consider when you are choosing your device. The next thing you want to consider when you're choosing your fitness tracker or fitness watch is the battery life. The battery life is really important because you need to decide whether it's going to last during the week or during activities. So in my opinion, it's split up into two camps. Battery life that lasts 1 to 5 days, and then battery life that lasts up to 6 months. Now in the 1 to 5 category, you've got the Apple Watch 2, which I found is probably lasting 1 to 1.5 days before you need to charge that. And then you've got other devices such as the Fitbit Ultra HR, which lasts up to 7 days, and the Vivo Smart 3, which again lasts up to 7 days. And you've got other devices such as the Vivo Active, which lasts about 5 days. And then once you go beyond that, you've got a product in particular called the Withings Steel HR, and this is lasting up to 6 months, and so is the Withings Activate Pop. So it all depends how long you want to be charging the device or how much you want to be using it. So again, that's something else to check out. Another key consideration is the screen. Now, I don't personally like touch screens. I don't think, again, they're quite there in the technology at the moment, especially when you've got your device wet. So if you've been swimming with the device or there is sweat on your fingers, the touch screen doesn't seem to be as accurate with all the touch devices that I've used. So you need to decide what you want to do. So if you're wanting a device that is a fully featured touch screen with color, then the Apple Watch 2 is a great screen. There's no taking away from that. But when it gets a bit wet, it does fail to respond when you're touching the screen. You've also got devices such as the Fitbit Ultra HR, which is more of a tap screen, and again this is different as you see in this video here. And finally, you've got devices like the Withings Steel HR, which have got a mixture of its buttons that control the screen, and you've also got a small screen to give you heart rate data. And finally, you've got the Garmin Fenix 5, which is just buttons, but it has got a great color screen. So you need to decide what type of screen you want, how much information you want to see on the screen, and whether you're going to be using it as a watch or just as a fitness tracker, because it all depends on your choice. The next consideration to take into account is the data you get on your watch, and also the data you get out of the watch on the companion app that comes with it, or even on the online version which you can access via the web. Now you've also got to consider if you're wanting something like an Apple Watch 2 or an Apple Watch, the first version, you only can access the data on the phone using an iPhone. So if you're going with an Apple Watch 2, you need to have an iPhone to do that. And similar with the Samsung Gear 3, you also really need to have an Android device. Even though the Gear 3 does work with an iPhone, it's got limited functionality. Now when it comes to devices from Garmin, Fitbit, Withings and Misfit, they are across multiple platforms from Android, iOS, which is iPhone, and also some devices support the Windows Mobile platform. Also, something to consider as well, I talked about this earlier on, if the device supports external connections from Bluetooth or ANT+, such as the Garmin Fenix 5, you also can attach various different sensors, from speed sensors, cadence sensors, heart rate, as I've already mentioned, and also power meters. The final thing I want to talk about is the smart features of a fitness tracker or a fitness watch. Now, a lot of devices nowadays will show you a call and text alerts, and a lot of the devices won't allow you to respond from the device. One watch in particular, the Apple Watch 2, will allow you to receive calls and texts and a lot of other alerts, and also respond to those. So you can answer a call on your watch, you also can respond to a text. Now, answering a call is pretty good on Apple Watch 2, and also responding to text is pretty good as well, so that's something else to consider. But if you really are wanting this device for fitness, then I don't particularly find it particularly useful. I have got an Apple Watch, but I don't wear it very often. So you need to decide what balance you want between accessing the smart features of your phone and being able to see those, or just being alerted to calls or notifications coming through. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has helped you out. It's helped to give you something to think about when you're looking to purchase a fitness watch or a fitness tracker. And again, in the description below, there's links to all of the watches that I've mentioned. You can check those out for up-to-date pricing. And if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also give me a comment if you've got another fitness watch or a fitness tracker that you wear and you want to recommend. And also finally, subscribe to my channel. It'd be really appreciated. Thanks very much, and I'll speak to you all soon.